You have been speaking to your subconscious mind all your life. Every moment of every day, you have been in conversation with it, and it has never once failed to listen. But here is what most people do not understand. The subconscious does not speak English. It does not speak French or German or any language of words. It speaks in a language far older and far more powerful than any tongue ever spoken by man. And because you have not known this language, your prayers have often gone unanswered. Your affirmations have fallen flat. Your visualizations have produced nothing. Not because the subconscious refused to hear you, but because you were speaking a language it does not comprehend. The subconscious mind speaks the language of feeling. It speaks the language of imagery. It accepts only what you feel to be true, and it responds only to pictures charged with emotion. This is the hidden law, and once you understand it, everything changes. For years, perhaps, you have been trying to impress your subconscious mind with words. You have repeated affirmations: I am prosperous, I am healthy, I am loved, and you have wondered why nothing happened. The reason is simple. Words are tools of the conscious mind. They are symbols, abstractions, agreements we have made about meaning. But the subconscious does not think in symbols. It thinks in realities. It thinks in the direct experience of life itself. When you say, I am prosperous, your conscious mind understands the concept. But your subconscious mind does not receive a concept, it receives a feeling. And if, while you are saying those words, you feel poor, if you feel lack, if you feel fear about your bills, then the feeling is what the subconscious accepts as true. You see, the subconscious is like a faithful servant. It does not argue with you. It does not judge whether your feeling is justified or unjustified. It simply accepts the feeling as an instruction and proceeds to create circumstances that match it. This is why two people can say the same affirmation, and one will see miracles while the other sees nothing. The difference is not in the words. The difference is in the feeling behind the words. Have you noticed how belief changes everything once you feel it deeply? Consider a child who believes in Santa Claus. The child does not merely think about Santa Claus as a concept. The child feels the reality of Santa Claus. The anticipation, the excitement, the certainty, these feelings are so vivid that they create an entire experience. And on Christmas morning, the child's world reflects that belief. Now, you may say, but Santa Claus is not real. And I will tell you this, to the subconscious mind of that child, Santa Claus is absolutely real. Because the subconscious does not distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a physical one. It accepts both as equally true. This is the great secret that has been taught by mystics and sages throughout all ages. The subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what you vividly imagine with feeling and what you actually experience with your physical senses. So when you pray for health, but inwardly you feel sick, worried, afraid of disease, your subconscious accepts the feeling of sickness as your true request. When you affirm prosperity, but inwardly you feel anxious, calculating how you will survive, your subconscious accepts the feeling of lack as your instruction. You're always impressing your subconscious. The question is not whether it is listening. The question is, what are you telling it? And you are telling it with your feelings, with your inner imagery, with the mental pictures you dwell upon and the emotions that accompany them. Most people live in a state of unconscious communication with their subconscious. They do not realize that their habitual thoughts, their habitual feelings, their habitual mental images are all being accepted by this deeper mind. And so they create by default, not by design. They worry, and the subconscious says, "You are asking for something to worry about. I will provide it." They imagine failure, and the subconscious says, "You are showing me failure. I will create it for you." They feel unworthy, and the subconscious says, "You are declaring unworthiness as your truth. I will demonstrate it." The subconscious is impersonal. It has no agenda of its own. It simply takes the impressions you give it and brings them into form. And here is where understanding becomes power. If the subconscious mind speaks the language of feeling and imagery, then you must learn to pray in that language. You must learn to speak to it in the way it was designed to receive. This is not difficult. In fact, it is the most natural thing in the world. You did this as a child without effort. You imagined, you felt, you believed, and the world responded. The only difference now is that you have been educated out of this simplicity. You have been taught to rely on logic, on effort, on struggle. You have been told that results come from external action, not internal conviction. But I tell you this, the outer world is a reflection of the inner. What you impress upon your subconscious mind must, by spiritual law, appear in your experience. This is not a theory. This is a law as certain as gravity. The subconscious is the creative medium through which all your experiences are formed. It is the bridge between your thoughts and your reality, and it responds only to one thing, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you can feel as though your prayer is already answered, when you can imagine your desire as already accomplished, when you can dwell in the sensation of having received, then you are speaking the language the subconscious understands, and it must respond. So let me show you how to speak this language clearly and effectively. First, understand that prayer is not begging. It is not pleading with God to change His mind. Prayer is the act of impressing your subconscious mind with the feeling of your wish fulfilled. When you pray for health, do not beg for healing. Do not focus on the sickness. Instead, close your eyes and feel yourself whole. Feel the vitality in your body. Imagine yourself moving freely, breathing deeply, filled with energy and life. Let that feeling saturate your entire being. The subconscious does not see your body as sick or well. It sees the mental image you give it, and it works day and night to bring your outer experience into alignment with that image. This is why Jesus taught, "Whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." He did not say, "Believe that you will receive it someday." He said, "Believe that you have received it now, in this moment." Can you sense that quiet certainty within you even now? This is a feeling you must cultivate, not hope, not wishing, but the inner knowing that it is done. Let me give you a practical method. Before you sleep each night, your subconscious is most receptive. The conscious mind quiets, and the gateway to the deeper mind opens wide. In that drowsy state, do not review your problems, do not rehearse your fears. Instead, imagine a scene that implies your wish is fulfilled. If you desire prosperity, imagine a friend congratulating you on your success. Feel their hand on your shoulder. Hear their voice, full of joy for you. Make it real, make it vivid, and feel the satisfaction of it. If you desire love, imagine yourself in a loving embrace. Feel the warmth, feel the peace, feel the joy of being cherished and adored. If you desire healing, imagine your doctor telling you that you are completely well. See the smile on their face. Feel the relief flood through your body. The scene itself does not matter. What matters is that the scene implies the fulfillment of your desire. And what matters even more is that you feel it as real. Do this not once, but nightly, not with strain, but with ease. Let yourself fall asleep in that feeling. Let the last impression on your mind be the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The subconscious during sleep will take that impression and begin to work it out in ways you cannot imagine. It will orchestrate events, move people, arrange circumstances, all to bring your mental image into physical reality. This is not magic, this is law. Think of a time when you prayed and quietly felt peace. That peace was the sign that your subconscious had accepted your prayer. It was the inner witness that the work was done. You do not need to know how it will happen. You do not need to manipulate or force. You only need to maintain the feeling, return to it daily, dwell in it. And as you do, you will notice something remarkable. The outer world will begin to shift. Opportunities will appear. Doors will open. People will come into your life. And it will all seem natural, as though it were meant to be, because it was. The moment you impressed your subconscious, you set in motion the law of attraction, like draws like. Your inner state magnetizes your outer experience. Now some people ask me, but what if I cannot feel it? What if my fear is too strong? Then you must begin where you are. You must start with smaller, easier things that your mind can accept. If you cannot feel yourself prosperous, then feel yourself grateful for what you already have. Gratitude is a powerful language the subconscious understands. It says, I am blessed, I am cared for, I am provided for. From that feeling, prosperity must grow, because you cannot feel gratitude for abundance and experience lack at the same time. If you cannot feel yourself healed, then feel yourself at peace with your body. Speak kindly to it. Thank it for all it has done for you. This changes the inner dialogue. And the subconscious, receiving this new impression, begins to restore and renew. You are beginning to see how this law never fails. The language of the subconscious is simple, feeling and imagery. But the power of that language is infinite. Every great achievement began as a mental image charged with feeling. Every invention, every work of art, every act of courage, all were first impressed upon the subconscious mind of someone who dared to feel it as real. And you have this same power. It is not reserved for the special or the chosen. It is the birthright of every human being, because the subconscious mind is the same in all people. It operates by the same law. What you accept inwardly, you experience outwardly. So guard your inner speech. Watch the images you entertain. Notice the feelings you habitually indulge. If you find yourself dwelling on fear, stop. Gently redirect your mind to what you desire, not what you dread. If you find yourself imagining failure, stop. See yourself succeeding. Feel the joy of success. The subconscious does not care whether your image is wanted or unwanted. It simply takes what you give it and says, yes, this is your will. I will create it. This is why the Bible teaches, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not as he thinks in his head, in his heart. in his feeling nature, in the depth of his being. You are the master of your inner world, and your inner world determines your outer world. I have shown you today the language your subconscious understands. It is not a language of words, but of feelings and mental images. And I have shown you that you are always speaking this language, whether you know it or not. Your habitual thoughts, your inner conversations, your emotional patterns, these are all being received and acted upon by your subconscious mind. The question is no longer, does my subconscious listen? The question is, what am I telling it? You can begin today to speak consciously, deliberately, lovingly to this deeper mind. You can impress it with the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You can fall asleep each night in the sensation of having received. And as you do, you will prove to yourself the truth of this law. You will see your life transform, not through struggle, not through force, but through the quiet power of an impressed subconscious mind. The subconscious is the servant of your belief. What you believe deeply, you will experience surely. So believe in good, believe in health, believe in love, believe in abundance, not as distant possibilities, but as present realities within you now, for the kingdom of heaven is within, and the power that created the universe dwells in your subconscious mind, waiting only for your instruction, given in its language. Peace be unto you.